Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
There he goes, right side. Kadarius Toney. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson to throw on second down. It's caught by Aguilar. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again is Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 13. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime in what was obviously a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with